Alright, what's good, y'all? Just give me a sec. Yo, what up? Yeah, we getting ready to get started with some killing. Y'all ready to join your boy? I am, so let's get to it.
She came home.
Carlyle's lost an empire. You fall hard enough, you tend to be reminded of what truly matters. So, the end of the line. You ready for this?
Are you? Who will you be, without a score to settle?
I guess the world's most wanted fugitive will have to do.
Alexa Carlyle is dead. According to the funeral invitation, that is. So naturally, it caused quite a stir when the late matriarch turned up at the breakfast table, alive and kicking. Carlyle, wisely sensing that her number is up, has emerged from exile to tie up loose ends and secure the Carlyle legacy. She may be a monster, but you have to admire her due diligence. Carlyle descends from an ancient line of warrior aristocrats. Her great-grandfather made a killing in the Second Opium War and established an empire in shipping, railroads, and newspaper publishing. While largely unknown to the public, the family still asserts its quiet dominance over global transport and logistics, media, and technology. Most senior of the partners, Alexa Carlyle, is cold as ice, tough as nails, and sharp as a razor. Incidentally, it was her late father who first brought the three families together after the end of World War II at this very house, meaning that this gentleman is the birthplace of Providence.
It began here, and it ends here. Talk about poetic.
One more thing. According to our intel, Carlyle keeps a case file on the Constant. Information that may be helpful in his recapture, so don't leave the estate without it.
Right. Happy hunting, 47. See you on the other side.
Alrighty, so let's get started. Trying to figure out, where and how this is going to start and how this is going to finish.
Thornbridge Manor. The Carlyle family's home for countless generations.
Private Eye.
The Revenant Alexa Carlyle and her three adult children, younger brother Zachary, grandson and daughter-in-law, are all gathered to conduct Carlyle's sham funeral. Curiously, Carlyle summoned a famous London PI soon after arriving this morning, but his purpose at Thornbridge is yet unclear. Now, the target knows that you're coming, and her guard detail is top-notch. So Mr. Gray will secure their nearby field HQ and intercept all calls going in and out of the estate.
Yep.
Any appeal for backup is going to fall on very deaf ears. Good luck, gentlemen.
I'm gonna kill an elderly woman. Eek, eek. Oh, and just so you know, for these so-called people that's gonna take what I say in consideration and really go too deep when actually I'm being very facetious, I don't even want to hear it. That's like, okay, I'm being facetious, but in the game, this is totally different.
That is Phineas Whitmer, the famous private investigator hired by Madame Carlyle this morning. I'm curious why he's here. Maybe you should do some detecting yourself, 47.
I will.
A famous private investigator summoned by Alexa Carlyle has arrived at Thornbridge Manor. If you take his place, it may be an opportunity to get close to Madame Carlyle.
Oh, shit. Come on, man. Like, really, I just want to just grab your clothes and play private eye. You don't mind, do you? Nah, seriously though, I just want this to be over with.
That's a bit excessive, I think, considering the fact that I spotted no less than 2 routes to get inside the house unclean. You know what we're doing, don't worry about that.
Well, let me step outside this window so that way I'll be able to. Oh, you gonna like this. Just give me a minute. I ain't lost my touch. I hope I don't have to get frisked because I'm.
Thank you for coming on such short notice. A great tragedy has fallen upon us, and I need a quick resolution, handled with absolute discretion.
Results and discretion are my speciality.
Very well. I suppose you will want to start at the crime scene.
In my experience, a thorough examination of a potential crime scene is half the job done.
Good. Fernsby will take over from here.
I am Mr. Fernsby, the butler. Madame Carlyle has asked me to assist you in any way possible. Mr. Whitmer, I understand that you've traveled from London. Would you care for some refreshments? Or do you prefer to go straight to Mr. Zachary's sleeping quarters?
Well, first of all, sir, let me start off by saying that Mrs. Carlyle is old enough to be my grandmother.
Mr. Fernsby, I'm ready to see the crime scene.
Very well, Mr. Whitman. If you'll follow me, sir.
Hello?
Did you get that bird shit on the front street of my car?
OW9K.
I feel obliged to point out that current affairs surrounding Madame Carlyle are of a delicate nature. You may be familiar with the recent announcement of her death. You will probably learn that the staged funeral is scheduled to take place tomorrow. Madame's children were not informed until this morning that their mother was in fact not dead at all. So please bear with them if they seem affected by the rather unusual situation. I trust I do not need to remind you that there will be consequences if word gets out that Madame Carlyle is still alive.
I'll consider her dead when I leave.
Before you inspect the crime scene, I will tell you this. The case concerns the death of Mr. Zachary, Madame Carlyle's younger
Come on, no, do I gotta get frisked?
dead in his bed this morning.
Because I'm walking around with this pistol in my hand.
A suicide letter was found in his room. However, Madame Carlyle suspects foul play and will not accept that he took his own life. I've prepared some information for you, so please do come and see me when you've finished your investigation of the crime scene. This is Mr. Zachary's room, to my right.
Thank you, Mr. Fensby.
A locked room murder mystery, 47. I trust you'll get to the bottom of this.
Well, I always do. Now, let's look at some intel.
Why don't you use your camera to scan the dead body, 47?
You know, I forgot that I had this in here. Oh, and by the way, this camera...
Throat markings indicate a rare, short-lived plant poison killed him. Spread shows time of death at around 10 o'clock last night.
You do know your poisons, 47.
Yeah, well, I've had my fair share of tampering with toxic chemicals to kill my targets. So, yeah, it comes in handy. Hold up. Alrighty. Now let me see what's over here. Let me pick this up later. Alright, y'all. Don't want to bore y'all, so we just gonna... I wonder what will happen if I pull this book.
A hidden door.
It's a secret passage. This could explain how the door was locked from the inside. A photocopy of the floor plans. Somebody's been researching the secret ins and outs of Thornbridge Manor.
And I wonder what's over here.
You've likely not exhausted the room for clues, 47.
Greetings, sir.
Close.
Zachary was shopping for new Wellingtons last night. Not exactly what you would expect from someone suicidal.
I was gonna be like, Zachary, what you was looking up on your computer, huh? Boy, you got some porn on there that I don't know about?
Zachary's suicide note. Also, a sample of handwriting. It could be relevant to compare to other samples to establish its authenticity. I believe you've done a thorough search of the crime scene, 47. Maybe it's time to see the butler. I'm curious about the information he's prepared for you.
Right. Had all that on this computer, but got found out because some deadly information would have been passed on because Zachary was looking at porn. Hey, Zachary. Was this the weapon? Was this the tool that you was using? Hey, dog. Hey, you saw that feather duster? That was his weapon of choice. That was his. That was all he could find.
Hey, how you doing?
Doing good about yourself, sir. Like Zachary was a freak. And kept that behind closed doors. Good for you, Zachary. But deep down, we know what you got going on. Now let's talk to Mr. Fernsby.
Mr. Fernsby, I'm done with the crime scene.
Did you establish a time of death?
Zachary died around 10 o'clock last night.
Well, that means the staff were off duty. And Madame Carlyle and her security didn't arrive until this morning. That leaves Madame's family and myself as the only persons here when he died. And before you ask, no, I do not have an alibi. I was alone in my office at the time of death. Here's the material that I prepared for you. It's a list of the possible suspects and their quarters. Hopefully that will help you keep track of your findings. Please come and see me when you've solved the case, and I will take you to Madame Carlyle.
Open the
This is
intel
very
menu.
useful information, 47.
Oh, hold on. Hey, but you know what though? But what I was gonna say is that, you know, like in comparison to like the PS5, and I also got some news that, you know, that was shared to me about the PS5, about how Sony decided that they're not gonna put any more out, which would bring me to, is like, well then why'd you even bother to releasing it in the first place?
So how does one solve a murder mystery, 47? Motive, means, and opportunity, I believe. May I suggest you ask the suspects for alibis? Or perhaps do you prefer searching the manor for clues first?
About a month. You're American. What on earth do you think you get? Feel like I bet you're a great guy. I don't like that. What about Rebecca? You like food? Great. She coaches out things to a really benefit. A girl like you deserves that.
I don't know.
Well, I'll talk to you then, Mrs. Oh, sorry about that. I'm sorry. I thought you was a girl. It must have been that hairstyle. Oh.
You could be a model, you know.
Right.
I'm serious. I have a friend who's a model. She says that's the sweet, sweet life. You should come and stay at my place in London. We can have her come over. Give you some tips.
I'm...
Were you talking to me, or were you talking to somebody else? Now, I appreciate the compliments and all, but if you trying anything else, I just want to let you know I am a boy.
Quite happy here, thanks.
Patrick Carlisle, can you tell me where you were yesterday evening?
Shit, it's that sneaky butler, isn't it? He ratted me out. Elaine, give us some privacy, would you? Don't tell Mother, okay? She's really tense these days, and the last thing I need is more hassle. I took that pretty blonde, Rosie, for an evening stroll. I mean, how the fuck am I expected to cope for an entire weekend in this shithole? I'm bored out of my mind. So, is that it?
What did you think of Zachary?
Creepy as hell. No ambition. Imagine deciding to live in a museum. You know, Father says Zachary and Alexei used to be two of a kind. He had a great future ahead of him. Then suddenly, he just gave up everything. What an idiot. Thank God Daddy chose looks and brains over pedigree when he married Mummy. I don't have to worry about the inbreeding so customary in these circles. If that's all, I think I'll get back to my slow death by boredom.
Did you see anything suspicious last night?
No. I reckon Zachary topped himself. I know I would have.
For real though, man.
I don't like him. He could have done it.
Okay. Yeah, you talk about some envy. Newspaper.
Can I do anything for you?
Yes, actually. Could you speed up time so I don't die from boredom? I fear I may not survive an entire week.
Perhaps a brisk walk in the garden.
Nah, can't do that. Coin? Oh, I can use this screwdriver. Thank you. I ain't gonna use that card. Wonder what's... Fuse cell.
Yes, hi, Cassie. It's me again, Edward. I know I'm not supposed to leave you messages, and this is the last time, I promise. It's just,
Professor Edward Carlisle, can you tell me your whereabouts for last night?
Oh, yes, this dreadful business with Zachary. I stay at the local inn. You see, I prefer not to spend the night here at Thornbridge Manor. My brother Gregory came along for a nightcap. He'll never admit it, but I think he understands that I find this whole thing upsetting and wanted to provide some comfort. I believe we went to the Stag's Head around 8:30. Anything else I can do to help?
Can you tell me about Zachary's behavior last night?
I certainly didn't expect him to commit suicide. Sure, he was upset by Mother's supposed death. We all were. But he seemed more engaged than usual. You should ask Rebecca. They had a long talk. Did you know that he hadn't left Thornbridge Manor in nearly 50 years? His plants, Mother, and the staff were all accompanying me home. If that's all, I have a speech to write.
Well, let me go find Rebecca. So who's left? Greg, Rebecca, and Emma.
I don't know how to handle this whole situation. I don't think I can, really. I can't feel my leg, and my eyes are not working. Flicker. You can't tell me what.
Alice tell you what Emma did when she arrived?
What is it now?
She turned up and demanded to be put up in Madame Carlyle's bedroom. We're the new heads of the family after all. It is only fitting, she said. Gregory stopped, which was a surprise. He normally accepts his wife's outrageous behaviour without batting an eye. Today he must have felt so soon.
Your son Patrick is just as bad. Look at Rosie.
Rosie, tell me what you did last night.
I'm in trouble, aren't I? I spent the evening with Patrick. We met after dinner and I went home at 1 in the morning. He said he needed someone real to talk to. When he looks at you, it makes you feel like the center of the universe. Like a real princess.
But now he just ignores her.
Well, he's under a lot of pressure.
He's an idiot. That's what...
You know what, Rosie? I'm like, you do look good.
Such a gentleman. He gave me his coat and all.
Rosie, you need to forget about Patrick. No good's gonna come of it. Stick to your own kind.
That is the door to Mr. Fernsby's office.
All he wanted to do was pay his...
Oh, hold up. I don't have keys? Oh, crap. Alright, let me find these other people.
I read all the time, literature and such.
That's nice.
A horrible investigator.
Would you fall for one of his beautiful daughters? Could
Hey,
we
so-
put a pin in it?
Oh, no, yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, excuse me.
That door leads to Emma and Gregory's room.
sir. Mr. Fernsby might... All right, later.
I'm telling you, she's not fit to be in charge anymore.
All right, where is that voice coming from? Where is it? Nah, it's cool, man. Take your time. Trying to, again, find all these people to ask them questions one by one is pain in the ass.
Sorry, sir, you don't appear on my list, so you need to go.
Well, excuse me then. I'm just a PI.
Can't you just relax for a minute?
And that solicitor upstairs. Why do you think he's here?
I think solicitors are mother's favourite kind of people. Can't remember ever having a family well passed away.
I think
That's so.
keep trying it.
Wow, the screwdriver won't work.
Yeah, same.
Unbelievable. Guess what? I can scale, I can scale, I can scale, I can scale and scale through these poles.
A keychain pendant for the greenhouse. What's that doing in Emma and Gregory's room, I wonder? And why is the key missing?
Oh, I see a walking cane.
Now this is interesting, 47. A letter from Emma's mother stating that Emma is the illegitimate child of Alexa's late older brother, Montgomery. And listen to this. She claims to have witnessed Alexa and Zachary murder him. The plot thickens.
Man, this family got some issues. Issues.
Who am I kidding? It's probably not.
Hello there, sir.
Hello? Yeah, he do wish he could sing that song, but too bad, because somebody's doing the singing for him.
That is the door to Rebecca's room.
Okay. It's pole failure. Oh, you don't say. You know, I wonder what will happen if I did this. Oh, god damn. Fuck. Shit. I didn't think nobody would be watching. And all I just wanted was just the damn key. Fuck. Oh. Yes, I want to replan. And you know, and that's the thing too. Like, I wish I'd done that, but oh, so you mean to tell me that I don't? They said you should save a lot on this game so you can go. And that's what I tried to do, but for some reason it wouldn't let me save. And plus, you know, I don't want to say I just started. Because my original debut of this was sort of yesterday, which I didn't, you know, get put on the internet, so. Like, damn it.
Thornbridge Manor. The Carlyle family's home for countless generations. The Revenant Alexa Carlyle and her 3 adult children, younger brother Zachary, grandson and daughter-in-law.
All that work for nothing, man. This is some bullshit.
Curiously, Carlyle summoned a famous London PI soon after arriving this morning, but his purpose at Thornbridge is yet unclear. Now, the target knows that you're coming, and her guard detail is top-notch. So Mr. Gray will secure their nearby field HQ and intercept all calls going in and out of the estate. Any appeal for backup is going to fall on very deaf ears. Good luck, gentlemen.
Whitmer, private investigator. I have an appointment with Madame Carlyle. Please wait.
Mr. Whitmer is here to see Madame Carlyle. You can go right in.
That is Phineas Whitmer, the famous private investigator, hired by Madame Carlyle this morning. I'm curious why he's here. Maybe you should do some detecting yourself, 47.
Don't mind if I
The
do.
famous private investigator summoned by Alexa Carlyle has arrived at...
I heard Mary fainted when she heard Madame Carlyle was still alive.
Hold on, let me save. Okay. Got you covered. Ninja.
That's a bit excessive, I think, considering the fact that I spotted no less than 2 routes to get inside the house unseen.
You know what we're doing, sir. Don't worry about that.
Better. Alrighty, so let's do this yet again.
Mr. Whitmer, thank you for coming on such short notice. A great tragedy has fallen upon us, and I need a quick resolution, handled with absolute discretion.
Results and discretion are my speciality.
Very well. I suppose you will want to start at the crime scene.
In my experience, a thorough examination of a potential crime scene is half the job done.
Good. Fernsby will take over from here.
I am Mr. Fernsby, the butler. Madame Carlyle has asked me to assist you in any way possible. Mr. Whitmer, I understand that you've traveled from London. Would you care for some refreshments? Or do you prefer to go straight to Mr. Zachary's sleeping quarters?
I prefer to get started.
As you wish. If you'll follow me, sir. I feel obliged to point out that current affairs surrounding Madame Carlyle are of a delicate nature. You may be familiar with the recent announcement of her death. You will probably learn that a staged funeral is scheduled to take place tomorrow. Madame's children were not informed until this morning that their mother was in fact not dead at all. So please bear with them if they seem affected by the rather unusual situation. I trust I do not need to remind you that there will be consequences if word gets out that Madame Carlyle is still alive.
I'll consider her dead when I leave.
Before you inspect the crime scene, I will tell you this. The case concerns the death of Mr. Zachary, Madame Carlyle's younger brother. He was found dead in his bed this morning. The door was locked from the inside, and a suicide letter was found in his room. However, Madame Carlyle suspects foul play and will not accept that he took his own life. I've prepared some information for you, so please do come and see me when you've finished your investigation of the crime scene. This is Mr. Zachary's room, to my right.
A locked room murder mystery, 47. I trust you'll get to the bottom of this.
I always do.
Why don't you use your camera to scan the dead body, 47?
Throat markings indicate a rare, short-lived plant poison killed him. Spread shows time of death at around 10 o'clock last night.
You do know your poisons, 47.
And detective work isn't something that can be done within at least 15 to 20 minutes.
Also, a sample of handwriting. It could be relevant to compare to other samples to establish its authenticity. Zachary was shopping for New Wellingtons last night. Not exactly what you would expect from someone suicidal.
A hidden door.
It's a secret passage. This could explain how the door was locked from the inside. A photocopy of the floor plans. Somebody's been researching the secret ins and outs of Thornbridge Manor. I believe you've done a thorough search of the crime scene, 47. Maybe it's time to see the butler. I'm curious about the information he's prepared for you.
Oh, stop pacing. For God's sake, Emma.
Why don't we get any kind of explanation? It's bloody ruthless. That's what it is.
Kind of reminds me of a closet to the Batcave.
Yeah, hey, bro.
I'm just a detective here, trying to do my investigation. So, leave me alone, I'll leave you alone.
How's
Make sure you focus on your work.
I will.
Mr. Fernsby, I'm done with the crime scene.
Did you establish a time of death?
Zachary died around 10 o'clock last night.
Well, that means the staff were off duty. And Madame Carlyle and her security didn't arrive until this morning. That leaves Madame's family and myself as the only persons here when he died. And before you ask, no, I do not have an alibi. I was alone in my office at the time of death. Here's the material that I prepared for you. It's a list of the possible suspects and their quarters. Hopefully that will help you keep track of your findings. Please come and see me when you've solved the case, and I will take you to Madame Carlyle.
This is very useful information, 47. So how does one solve a murder mystery, 47? Motive, means, and opportunity, I believe. May I suggest you ask the suspects for alibis? Or perhaps you prefer searching the manor for clues first?
Patrick Carlyle, can you tell me where you were yesterday evening?
Shit, it's that sneaky butler, isn't it? He ratted me out. Elaine, give us some privacy, would you? Don't tell Mother, okay? She's really tense these days, and the last thing I need is more hassle. I took that pretty blonde, Rosie, for an evening stroll. I mean, how the fuck am I expected to cope for an entire weekend in this shithole? I'm bored out of my mind. So, is that it?
What did you think of Zachary?
Creepy as hell. No ambition. Imagine deciding to live in a museum. You know, Father says Zachary and Alexei used to be two of a kind. He had a great future ahead of him. Then suddenly, he just gave up everything. What an idiot. Thank God Daddy chose looks and brains over pedigree when he married Mummy. I don't have to worry about the inbreeding so customary in these circles. If that's all, I think I'll get back to my slow death by boredom.
Yeah, this guy again.
Did you see anything suspicious last night?
No. I reckon Zachary topped himself. I know I would have. Or perhaps Mr. Fernsby. I don't like him. He could have done it.
I take it you don't like nobody. Got all the information I need out of you, so...
Maybe we should get back to it.
Just remember that when you stop at the greenhouse, that's where it is. Or my lost button. The one you couldn't find at the graveyard. Now?
I should probably... Right.
Yeah, absolutely.
Gregory. Something awful. Pruitt got word his motion was rejected. We all signed the bloody thing 4 days ago.
Oh, dear God, not this again.
So I got hold of the officer. He says it was finalized, but then how can it be withdrawn?
Just wait a few days. I'm sure it'll sort itself out. Can't you just relax, Ruby?
And that solicitor upstairs. Why do you think he's here?
I think solicitors are not his favorite kind of people. Can't remember ever having a family.
So you mean to tell me like that's the only staircase you can think of? Oh, never mind. come on, where is that? Gregory.
Gregory Carlyle, can you tell me where you were yesterday evening?
Oh, you're wondering about my alibi, Mr. Detective. Well, I left Thornbridge around 8:30 for a pint with Edward. I wish I hadn't. Quiz night at the inn. On the other hand, staying here with Zachary, my obnoxious sister, and the wife sporting another one of her headaches would have been a fate worse than death. The short of it, Zachary was very much alive when we left. I stayed for the last shout, and I was back here just before midnight. Is that all? Not very...
Tell me about Zachary.
Zach? Huh. Such a sad old sod. A bit heavy on the bottle, but who could blame him? The only company he had was his rare plants and mother, who travels more than she stays here. Honestly, I can't say which is the bigger ball. He's better off dead. Anything else you want to pry from my intricate intellect?
Anything else you'd like to tell me?
Nothing, really. I'm just enjoying the show. Our perfect mother obviously fucked up, didn't she? Faking her own death. You know, she's explained nothing to us. I think she's scared to own up to her own mistake.
Emma Carlyle, can you tell me where you were yesterday evening?
Surely I'm not a suspect.
I need to account for everyone.
Well, I spent the evening with my family, but I got an awful migraine and had to take to bed. Everyone can attest to that. I believe I went up when the boys sat down for a drink around 8 o'clock. Anything else you want to know?
How did you feel about Zachary?
I might as well be honest. His presence was always awkward. But how do you have a meaningful conversation with a man who only cares about plants? In my opinion, Alexa bears some responsibility for how this ended. She supported his self-limiting behavior by letting him live here. Is that all?
Have you noticed anything else out of the ordinary?
Nothing special comes to mind. Except, perhaps, I did get a feeling that Zachary was depressed, not just sad. I suppose he realized that he had no one with Alexa gone. Even Alexa must feel the pangs of guilt over that one, letting him believe she was dead. Then again, guilt isn't her strong suit.
Well, well.
Rebecca Carlyle, can you tell me about yesterday evening?
We don't really
This
see
is
much
getting
of each other,
good,
my brothers
folks.
and I suppose it takes our mother's funeral to bring us together, and even then, it's not like we sit on each other's laps. Now, let's see. Patrick, Gregory's son, disappeared straight after dinner. You know, I think he might be in some sort of trouble. Edward wanted to go as well, but Gregory convinced him to stay for a few drinks before they went off for a pint at the local at 9:15. I swear Gregory enjoys Edward's discomfort over staying here. I had a conference call with my New York office at 9, so I spent 3 hours on my laptop in my room and went straight to bed afterwards. I don't know about Emma. She did act a bit strange. You know, I bet she was making lists for changes needing to be done once she gets her hands on Thornbridge Manor. Quite the shock she had when Mother arrived during breakfast. Is there anything else you want to ask me?
Let me pause for a sec. Now, I'm kind of scared of pressing triangle because the explanation she gave was just like, I'm sorry, I understand, again, detective work. You gotta, get as much information out of the people in questioning. But this woman talked too damn much. I'm like, I need a cup of coffee. And I do mean that literally. I'm like, just say that you don't know and you wasn't there. Maybe the stage will go by quicker. Like, could you imagine being a detective and you asking somebody a question about their actions and whereabouts the day before or that day, and they talk more like she did?
Tell me about Zachary. Did he act strange last night?
You know, now you mention it, he was a lot more chatty than usual. He wanted to know about my connections in the publishing business. Apparently, a friend of his is writing a book, which strikes me as very peculiar. I didn't think he had any friends. Is that everything, Mr. Whitmer? I do have a lot to see to.
Anything
that
else
you do
feel like mentioning?
I may be wrong, but I saw Mr. Fernsby, the butler, leave Zachary's room early this afternoon. And he seemed a bit startled when he saw me in the hallway. It's probably nothing. Oh, and one more thing.
Oh, Lord.
Please be kind to Edward. He can only take so much.
Okay, that was...
Oh, Mother. She just clams up when I try to...
Patrick token to Madame Carlyle's daughter.
Rebecca? Yes. She's insisting that one. She kept asking all kinds of questions.
Who had the other one? Why I gave it to her, that sort of thing. You did make sure she didn't see you give the other one to the butler?
Oh, of course.
Okay, let me find Edward.
Not making the bed the way she prefers. It's so unfair. She just discovered Zachary's dead body and was all shook up.
I know y'all patiently waiting for the kill. Trust me. Y'all gonna get it.
Wait to get her hands on Thornbridge Manor.
But he was such a gentleman. He gave me his coat and all.
Rosie, you need to forget about Patrick. No good's gonna come of it. Stick to your own kind.
You mean like Chris? He treated me like shit. All he wanted to do was play his stupid video games, never any romance. I deserve romance.
So 41 guests will attend the funeral tomorrow.
Rosie, tell me what you did last night.
I'm in trouble, aren't I? I spent the evening with Patrick. We met after dinner and I went home at 1 in the morning. He said he needed someone real to talk to.
Oh, y'all did more than talking.
It makes you feel like the center of the universe. Like a real princess.
But now he just ignores her.
Well, he's under a lot of pressure.
He's an idiot. That's what he is.
Now, hey, I ain't lying. I'm like, y'all did more than talk. If you coming home, especially at 1 o'clock in the morning.
Did you notice anything out of the ordinary? Any strangers outside the house?
No, we saw no one outside. Except Patrick's mother, Emma. We were sitting on the bench behind the greenhouse talking when she came out and we had to hide. You won't tell her about me and Patrick, will you? She'd insist Madame Carlyle fire me. I'm sure of it.
Too right she will. She's always going on about how things will change once she's in charge of Thornbridge Manor.
Like she said, I'm like, hey, got some English cookies that you wanted Patrick to sample? Oh, I crack myself up at times. Y'all just...
Hey, Rebecca. Hey, Rebecca. You see this old wompy?
Edward.
Professor Edward Carlyle, can you tell me your whereabouts for last night?
Oh, yes, this dreadful business with Zachary. I stay at the local inn. You see, I prefer not to spend the night here at Thornbridge Manor. My brother Gregory came along for a nightcap. He would never admit it, but I think he understands that I find this whole thing upsetting and wanted to provide some comfort. I believe we went to the Stag's Head around 8:30. Anything else I can do to help?
Can you tell me about Zachary's behavior last night?
I certainly didn't expect him to commit suicide. Sure, he was upset by Mother's supposed death. We were. But he seemed more engaged than usual. You should ask Rebecca. They had a long talk. Did you know that he hadn't left Thornbridge Manor in nearly 50 years? His plants, Mother, and the staff, all the company he had. If that's all, I have a speech to write.
Did you notice anything else out of the ordinary?
You mean apart from the fact that we came here to bury our mother and she shows up alive and kicking? Zachary found dead in his bed this morning? Or perhaps that the planned funeral is still taking place and I have to do the eulogy? And Mother will surely have strong opinion on it afterwards. I can't breathe. Excuse me.
Thank you for your help. And by the way, you said the exact same thing that one of the other relatives said.
Yes, hi Cassie, it's me again, Edward.
Like, nah, you use the, you dig what I'm saying? Because right when I went up to go talk to the family, they was all like in that one room. One particular family member just got done saying what he just said. So I'm like, y'all sure do quote each other a lot about people having talks until 1 in the morning. I'm like, what's so special that y'all gotta talk about that? That's very interesting. I'm like, everybody did more than talk.
Looking good today, sir.
Well, thank you.
Hello, sir.
Hello.
Aaron Ford Jr. I'll double check and get back to you.
Hello, how come? Thank God for instinct mode. No, I wasn't trying to fall. I was trying to scale up and. I had to do it. Oh, shit. Not what I wanted to do, but hey. Let me check and see if alibi confirmed.
On top of things here later?
Sure am, Mr. Fernsby. Coming along just fine.
I trust Mr. Patrick is not interfering in your work. We need everything ready for tomorrow.
He's just bored, I think. I can work while we talk.
Just needed a talk.
No, I should probably...
That door leads to Emma and Gregory's room. A keychain pendant for the greenhouse. What's that doing in Emma and Gregory's room, I wonder? And why is the key missing? Now this is interesting, 47. A letter from Emma's mother stating that Emma is the illegitimate child of Alexa's late older brother, Montgomery. And listen to this. She claims to have witnessed Alexa and Zachary murder him. The plot thickens.
Missing propane flask. Oh, crap. Everybody needs a flask. Yeah, he do got some snazzy clothes.
That is the door to Rebecca's room.
The only question is, how am I gonna get in? But what was I getting ready to say? Oh yeah, hey, just imagine if you saw a guy that looks exactly like 47 with the same suit and bald head. Would you actually think it was him?
I can see from the log that Rebecca was in a conference call from 9 p.m. to midnight last night.
But as long as he doesn't try to kill, and as long as he don't try to kill anybody, then it's all good. Interesting.
Immediately. Yes, I'll hold. Right. I'll double check and get back to you.
Okay, let me hide the body. Hide the body.
I'll get you some help, alright? Hello?
Yeah, right. Okay, the old hag is coming. The old hag is coming. So let me hide in here.
Did Yates mention anything? Yes, I'm in England now. It's all gone. Ron and I have to go. I'll get back to you later.
Well?
Well?
Well, what did you find? Special here in person. Christ. Really don't have a clue, do you? I'm talking about that weasel Arthur Edwards. Can we get back what he stole from me?
So far, it looks like we can. All the transfers of funds and privileges I've been through have been bulletproof. He intercepted the arrangements our office worked years to put in place.
John Yates should be. He made the arrangements. He should bloody well be the one to clean up this whole mess.
I don't know what to say. I'm sorry.
Don't kill the messenger, Alexa. Please, continue your efforts, Mister.
I was like, okay, good. You better leave, sucker.
This all confirms that Arthur Edwards stole everything from Madame Carlyle. Perhaps you should let her know how bad it is, 47.
Scissors. Then there's a book.
How tall are you? You could be a model, you know.
Right.
I'm serious. I have a friend who's a model. She says that's the sweet. You should try and play him up.
I'm quite happy here, thanks. With a handsome face like that, I bet you've worked with a lot of profiles.
Sorry, but I think I...
Yeah, I should let you go.
Ooh. I'm like, he's spitting game.
I bet he's screwing all the girls along like that anyway.
So, nah, he was here. He was hollering at you, but stringing along. Would you say you ain't falling for the banana in the tailpipe? All right, now let's...
How are you today, sir?
Doing good about yourself, sir. Okay, we're gonna go back downstairs. Hopefully we can find the greenhouse.
That any woman can't too busy for my taste. Breaking the door. Why would she do that? He died almost 50 years ago.
Mary is so upset. She's never seen a dead body before.
Poor thing.
And that detective asked to come here. Madame Carlyle must believe Zachary was murdered. Why else ask him to snoop around? I'm weak in my knees from all the tension here.
We'll all need a vacation when this is over.
convinced some of the delivery people were unhappy with the security at the gate. But from what I said with Ethel, she never misses a step, gossiping and word first.
Yeah, man. Hey, these graphics. Oh, it's so much. Oh, it's so very movie-like.
Why waste away in front of the books when he can play like that? That's perfectly fine. Go on.
Good to both.
Looking good, man. Looking good.
Thank you.
Phil, did you find out that the vote was notarized?
But how the hell did that happen?
Nope. We all signed it. I gave it to him in person. He says he got it notarized the very...
Okay, let me save this particular stage. Yes, we're gonna overwrite it.
Same day. Right, look. You go to their office and ask for Cheryl. She's the best they've got. Tell her you want to see the record. Don't take no for an answer. And call me.
Hey, you know what? I noticed the same thing, and I was gonna pick it up too, but I don't know why I did. Why I didn't pick it up. It's like, why did I pick up that garden fork? And it's sitting on the sitting on the eating table.
Just keep calm.
I'm always calm. What's the deal with this walking cane? No, I don't need it. Oh, come on, where is that room? Oh.
What?
Okay, where's the...
Hello there, sir.
Find the case file. Hold up, I thought that particular guy was already out here. Okay, I need to find Emma.
How can you be so relaxed? I wish you'd take things more seriously.
What are you going on about now?
This whole situation isn't normal. How do you think it affects Patrick? He must be so confused. I don't like how Alexa's way of running things impacts our son.
Patrick, his only concern right now is more than he's too young.
Oh, this is... I'm sorry, y'all, but this is kind of like one of the most boring missions that I probably should have played earlier, but I don't know why I didn't. Maybe it was laziness, but... But nah, man, seriously, like, it's a big pain in the ass. Because you're trying to look for all these clues and...
We're the new heads of the family, after all. It is only fitting, she said. Gregory has a doctor,
Plus, you already know I don't necessarily do detective work on a regular basis. Come on, I want to kill this heifer. Wonder what's...
Symmetry. Symmetry, Emma.
Why do you buy that gossip rag? It's so vulgar.
Wonder what... Mission story revealed.
Ethel looks everywhere.
You've got to be kidding. No power, no portrait.
Oh, Madame Carlyle will be furious. She expects the family photo to be done any moment now.
I need this shoot to happen, okay?
So, Madame Carlyle wants a picture taken. If you were to assist with the missing fuse, I'm sure the portrait would be one for the ages.
and I need it to be perfect. Can't we just take a fuse from another fuse box?
I guess we could do that.
Good. I'll finish setting up, and then we'll grab the fuse just before you call down the family.
Good. Yeah, that's a good plan.
Seriously, step into mid-century. It's not safe at all. If this was at home, it would be a lawsuit waiting to happen. How you been? Can you just stand up, please? Hey, she's single, Rebecca, right? Maybe I should ask her out. Get to
Hold on.
know her in a personal way.
Let me do something. Don't know why I didn't take him out, right?
You could try. Rosie told me Rebecca has a really cool saying, though. It takes a damn fine man to replace no man at all. So, you've got your work cut out for you if you do try. Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to imply that you're not fine. You're definitely fine. I mean, I don't fancy you or anything. You're not my type at all. Oh, Christ, I'll just shut up. Don't throw that here. Act your age, not your shoe size.
Oh, shit.
I'm a professional. No need to worry. I got this.
Okay, but be careful.
And not your shoe size. Well, at least I got his clothes.
Sounds like the power's back up. Why don't you take a picture to test it?
It works. I'm ready for the shoot.
Perfect. I'll call the family down now then.
Excellent, 47. Madame Carlyle is on her way down for the family photo shoot. Let's see if any memorable moments will play out in front of the camera.
How did I go from a detective to a photographer?
Down by the fountain.
Yeah, I guess it was time for a different. It was time for a different profession.
Mother get to you like this?
You've always been immune to her. How do you do it?
I'm the youngest. I guess I just flew under the radar when it came to her attention.
I don't think so. She really respects.
If you just stopped craving her approval, you're nearly 50, Edward.
I know. I'm such a loser.
But you're not. You're a professor, you're artistic, you've got your music. I mean, that's really something.
It's not exactly expanding the Carlisle Empire, though. But thanks. That does help a little.
Hi, good afternoon.
And let me do this real quick. No! Then effed up and hit the wrong thing. Oh, I see you, hag.
We should hurry up. This place is sucking the life out of it.
It won't hurt you.
It's just in front of the fountain.
I expect you to be efficient. I have a lot to see to today.
I'll do my best.
I'm over here.
Listen, everyone. I understand that you have a lot of questions. Please be patient for a little longer. I will address you in the sitting room afterwards. Right, get in position. Let's get this over with.
Chin up, Edward. No one wants to look at that long face.
You're such an idiot, Gregory.
I'm fine, Rebecca.
Fine. You look like a nervous wreck.
Stop bickering.
Well, Mother, you certainly know how to lighten the mood.
One, two, three, say... There will be life after death.
A picture we don't have all day.
Not mind if I do.
Could we have one more? We're having such a jolly good time, aren't we?
That will be enough. No need to spend the entire day here. Please, everybody, go to the sitting room. I need to speak to you all. I want to stress that I expect absolute discretion about everything you do.
No one will ever know I was here.
I just need some fresh air. I'll be in shortly. Just go in. God, I'll never understand the two of you. Gregory is going out of his way to stop me. He's left. You self-destruct your attempt to please her. He's equally hard on the two of you, don't you see?
Hey, guess what? I'm now a detective again.
right there?
Yeah. Juggling. Okay, where's Fernsby?
Right, let's get started. I want to keep this short. I know you have a lot of questions. Some I will answer now. The rest will have to wait. First, Zachary's sudden death is a great tragedy, but also a great inconvenience, as it happened just now. I'm dealing with the situation in a discreet and efficient way, and I expect your cooperation in all related matters. Secondly, the arranged funeral event.
What next? Old bag's got style. Show what you're made of.
Mr. Fernsby?
Mr. Whitmire, you have enough evidence to present your case for Madame Carlyle?
No, not yet.
Come and see me when you do.
What's missing? Hey, yo, come on, man. Tell me what's missing. Oh.
Mother, I want to know what is going on.
Not now, Rebecca. I thought I made that clear.
Yes, now.
Something really wrong. I started thinking I need to speak to a lot of our mandates.
Like, come on, man. What's missing?
Madame Carlyle wants to inspect the arrangements for the staged funeral tomorrow. What's the delay?
It's the birds. They're making a racket, droppings everywhere. The Undertaker wants them gone before he'll see Madame Carlyle. He's in a right state.
So, unless you want to take on the birds, I suggest you stay clear of him. Oh, no.
Madame Carlyle is still going ahead with her staged funeral tomorrow, and she wants to inspect the arrangements. How about it, 47? You feel up to giving her the grand tour of her final resting place?
My aim's horrible. Safer for everyone if I just wait
Get
here till
rid
he says
of
he's ready for
the
Madame.
bird's nest.
hurts. If I could just get a clear hit on those nests. I don't think they want to leave. They're always gathering in that tree, sir.
Oh, wow. That was a sucky ass throw. If
What the hell was that?
oh, wow.
Hey, whoever's making a mess here, will you please stop? That looks like a false alarm. They're impossible to hit, devious bastards. I'll never get rid of those stupid birds.
I wonder if I just took this dude out for a sec. Oh shit. Well, you know what, hey y'all, I'm kind of getting a little exhausted, but I appreciate y'all. I'm gonna go ahead and end this stream. I again appreciate y'all stopping by, and hopefully I can get this mission, taken care of. Alright then, y'all. Peace.